Hello, everyone out there in the podcast and streaming world. Welcome to the Techie and Talon show. This is episode 16. My name's Techie.
I'm Talon.
How are you, buddy?
I'm good, man. I've got me coffee here, and can you believe we've been doing this for 4 months?
4 months.
Doesn't feel like 4 months to me, man. It feels longer than that.
I know.
It's been a fucking roller coaster ride, and it's just we're not even at the end yet. We're not at the end of the roller coaster ride, but I don't think we're going to end. We're stuck on it permanently. We're actually fastened into the fucking seat and just going to keep jetting off to the stratosphere.
We've got a comment here. Oh my god, I caught one of these. Yes, you did, Jared. Yes, you did. Now stay for the whole show. We've got a lot to talk about. Do you want to dive into this?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's dive in.
All right. So the first topic for the night, we have an update for Supernova.
Oh boy, the carnival that never stops surprising me. Fill me in, Techie. I probably know a bit more, but fill me in. I like to be filled in. Okay. I'm just sitting here dying, got the sickness. Oh dear, Jack. Yes, I saw on your story that you're not well. I hope that you're okay. All right. Let's
before we go on, I just want to address. I forgot to mention it. I hope you guys like the new layout for the show.
Yeah, I thought you were about to say we have a new sponsor for our show, Raid Shadow Legend. That would have been freaking hilarious.
It would have been.
Oh god! But
all right, so
Raid Shadow Legends, please sponsor our show.
So Supernova, the Supernova update. The CEO has stood down from his position at Supernova.
He stepped down as his role as event director. Look, I'll be honest. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to even, trust Supernova after this, because how can I? How the hell can you actually trust them after this? After this whole thing? Like, they have caused an absolute fundamental PR nightmare for themselves. And it astounds me that they have tried that they did not one apology, but 2 apologies, and then it took them an entire, like, almost close to a few weeks to do a review. You could probably know the owner, the CEO, probably complained about it too. And the thing is, I've had a lot of inside sources tell me that the owner doesn't like the fact that doesn't believe all of the comments. He thinks that all the comments in the news and media outlets took it, just literally didn't understand. They took it out of context. Out of context, you literally let a Nazi into your convention, and you tried to play it off as a "we owe you an apology."
Yeah.
You owe us an apology from the get-go. You should have not kept this guy in there. Sorry, I can't go on any more about it because I've exploded enough about it.
Yeah.
I've gone to the point now when people ask me about it, I'm like, look, I have highlights for them, okay? I've talked about it enough. It is one topic that I am so drained of because I got so much attention from people, but I also got flack from people as well because there are supporters out there for Supernova, and I'm like, okay, you want to support a convention that allows piece of shit people into your convention? Be my guest, support them, but don't come crying to me when they don't want to support you.
No, I agree. I agree completely on that. So that's the update. We won't dive into it more.
We have done a full episode. Yeah.
Missed it? You can go back to a previous few episodes ago where all we spoke about was what was going on at Supernova.
You can check that out on our YouTube channel, on our Spotify, and here on our Facebook page as well. We got so much good coverage from that episode, and I thank everybody who came along to watch that episode. It was a good thing to do, not only just for our show, but also just to give back to the community, because the community got battered this year by COVID and by just dumbass decisions by conventions that we should trust. But how do you trust Supernova after this? I don't think they're going to be able to. If they want to get their trust back, it's going to take like Jared said, you really can't. Supernova needs a miracle. They really need a miracle. All right, so let's move on to good news.
Well, it's actually not good news.
Oh God, is this what I think it is? I think you watched a documentary about it, didn't you?
No.
No, not that one. No.
We had a death in the movie world this week.
I've set up the theme for this. So let's get the red. Let's get the red, blue. Let's get the red, the blue, and the yellow.
I like it.
I had to. Dude. Richard Donner has passed away at the age of 93 years old. Correct?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, 93 years old. Holy crap.
Yeah.
1978 is when Superman came out in the cinemas.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember watching that when I was a kid, the first time I ever watched it. Look, I'm a big Batman fan. Like, I love Batman, but like, I don't know. I've always loved there's always something about Superman I've always enjoyed. And for me,
the hope that he brings. And if anything, the reason I chose to put this poster up here, if you guys can see it good, I'm just gonna have a quick look and see how it looks here. But if you guys want to know why, is for so long, everyone said they believe a man can fly thanks to Christopher Reeve. I agree. However, the reason why we believe Christopher Reeve was the man that could fly was because of this man.
It was Richard Donner. Richard Donner. You don't seriously, without Richard Donner. Without Richard Donner, you don't have Christopher Reeve. And if you don't have Richard Donner, you don't have his masterpiece of a movie. Superman, the original Superman movie from years ago, I personally love the Richard Donner cut. It's a masterpiece. It's the perfect cut of the film. Seriously, watch the actual cut, but honestly, I much prefer people to watch the Donner cut because the Donner cut is his complete version of the film.
Yeah, I agree.
Same thing with the Snyder cut.
Yeah.
You know, dead set. The same thing I've even. It feels good that filmmakers are now starting to get their recognition. The same thing I want for with Donna got his cut, Snyder got his, and now I really like. That's it. I've talked about before. I want Schumacher's cut of Batman Forever. I've always wanted that cut, and now there's a movement for it. If Donna can do it, and if Snyder can do it, I think Schumacher should get his cut because
I agree.
Schumacher passed away last year, sadly, cancer.
Yeah.
And you know, when it comes to superhero movies, for Batman, you don't have Batman without. You don't have Michael Keaton's Batman without Tim Burton. You don't have Christopher Reeve's Superman without Richard Donner.
Right.
And it's not just Superman as well. He did what? He did Lethal Weapon. He also did all the Lethal Weapons. He also did Maverick, Mel Gibson's Maverick, based on the hit television series. I actually watched that recently. And I freaking loved that movie. And Donna could do so many different genres. He can do action. He can do superheroes. He can do Wild Wests.
Yeah.
And he also did really well with Lethal Weapon. Not only is it an action movie, but also it's a good buddy cop movie.
Yeah, exactly.
You freaking hell. You had freaking Danny Glover and Mel Gibson. Two guys back in the day. Most of Hollywood think these guys are never going to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Lethal Weapon literally was such a. It got how many sequels? Like 3 more movies after that. And I've got a television series, so I haven't really watched a television series.
Neither have I.
Honestly, I much prefer the movies, especially all the way up to 4. I'll watch every single one tonight. I really will watch every single one of them tonight if they are all on Netflix. But only 2 and 3 are on friggin' Netflix, I believe. I can't watch the original on there, which sucks.
Oh, that's strange.
No. But honestly, I need to watch. I think I need to sit down and watch the original Superman again because you had such a great cast. You had Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor. You had Christopher Reeve as
Terrence Stamp
as Zod. You had
later became
he played Jor-El. Yes, he later played Jor-El. I also really loved, of course, Margot Kidder as Lois Lane. Yep. She was perfect.
Yep.
She was such a great Lois Lane. Also, Reeves' suit for that film, I love how it was just a nice, simple thing to wear. And Reeves said it was really comfortable to wear. And I also love the fact that when you look into Henry Cavill, when he first started Superman, the first suit he ever wore was Reeves' suit. And when you look at the photos of him wearing a suit, it fits him perfectly.
Yeah.
Which is why it makes me sad knowing that Cavill's not going to be Superman anymore. And I'm like, such a missed opportunity. You could have done so many great stories for him.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I think Superman and Lois is filling that void of how Superman is portrayed to people.
I think so. I think so.
I watched a video about it on TikTok explaining why, Superman doesn't, all these different comic book storylines for Superman doesn't need to show him being evil, doesn't need to show him, dealing with his complex problem, doesn't need to show him being a god.
Yeah.
Needs to show him of how much he cares. This guy is literally, he has the power to shape whatever he wants. He's literally a god, and he just wants to help people and live a life and raise a family. Like, give me Clark Kent, Superman, and a farm, and you've got the context for a great story, and that's what they did with Donna's film.
Yeah,
you see Superman, go from being this small Kansas boy to literally being, this icon of America. His whole part of America. The whole point of Superman. Truth, justice, the American way. Superman. Yeah.
No, I agree. May Richard Donner rest in peace.
Man, 93 years old. What a freaking career he had. Such a great career. All those films that I grew up watching. Yeah, it's a damn shame. But at the same time, though, he left behind such a legacy, and he gave us possibly one of the best Supermans who ever portrayed the character. Yeah. Christopher Reeve was, it sucks. But at the same time, though, He led such a great freaking life. He left behind such a great legacy of filmmaking. He showed that superhero movies can be made, especially DC characters. And I really wish that WB would take notes from Donna's and also from Burton's book, how to do it. And honestly, I think they're going to do that with The Flash, which is one of my most anticipated movies now.
Yep, me too.
More than But anyway, let's move on.
All right.
Have we got more bad news or we got more good news?
So, I mean,
it's another one, isn't it?
It's good news for survivors of a cult.
I knew you were going to talk about this. This is Allison Mack, isn't it?
This is Allison Mack.
Oh, boy.
So, Allison Mack has been sentenced to 3 years in prison.
Yep.
For sex trafficking.
And it is
from
honestly
a cult called NXIVM.
So NXIVM was a cult that was created by Keith. I keep forgetting his last Raniere. Originally, it was not supposed to be a cult. It was some type of support group. I think it was like a different types of groups that and then eventually it culminated into this cult and that, and there was.
I mean, yeah. So pretty much, look, it was already kind of a cult, kind of.
Yeah.
But then there were different factions of things in this cult, and one of them was called DOS.
Yeah. And this was being run. That was run by Allison Mack, I believe. You said yes.
She was the master. And the Grandmaster was Keith Raniere.
Yep.
Now, what was going on there was they were doing a master and slave type thing. So people that were part of that, it was mostly a female. It was a female thing. And anyone that was in that section would be classed as a slave to Allison Mack. And then there was India Oxenberg, who ended up being Allison's slave. And then India got her own slaves, and so on, so on, so on. Now
it was that's fucking messed up.
It gets worse. So what was happening was, one night, by the woman of Sarah Edmondson, I can name her because she's out there knowing, like, her name's out there. There's 2 documentaries about NXIVM. So if you really want to get the full version of it, one of them's on Binge, and I highly recommend you to watch it. It's called The Vow. And then after that, there's another one on Stan called Seduced, which is India Oxenberg's story.
Yeah.
But what was happening is that one night, all these girls got blindfolded, and they thought it was like an initiation type thing.
Yeah.
And Sarah peeked underneath the blindfold and figured out that she was at Allison Mack's house.
And oh man, I'm happy to tell this part because I think I need to. So what ended up happening? So they were all stripped naked, and then they were branded. They literally had a brand of Keith Raniere's symbols, but if you flip them upside down, it was also Allison Mack's initials as well. This is beyond the levels of fucked up. Okay, This goes beyond that. This is literally insanity. This is literally on levels of insanity. This also reminds me of a case that actually just came out of Armidale, Australia, by the name of a guy called Mark Davis. Mark Davis literally ran
not associated with me at all.
Not associated with no. He ran a BDS. He called it a BDSM club. It wasn't. Literally a cult. It's called Catafor. What ended up happening was this guy literally had 4 to 5 females staying with him. They were tattooed with a slave number and his name. They also had to wear collars. He would subject them to sexual harassment, treat them like degenerates. He wouldn't even treat them with respect. And he was teaching other guys about this lifestyle as well. It was disgusting to think that this happened 3 to 4 hours away from my hometown where I used to live in Crindai. I used to live there. I grew up there. I was born. To think that this was happening all that like only a few hours away from me makes my stomach churn.
Yeah.
There was a documentary that was released on ABC iView that I watched. It was freaking hard to watch because a lot of the females who were in this house who got away, they refused to be even identified or even be put on camera. They didn't want anything. They didn't want their identity shown. They didn't want their faces shown. They were terrified because they think that, even though they got away, there are other guys out there that learn from Mark Davis that he does this stuff and that he'll try to do something to them. That's why they live in that's why they could not identify themselves. One of them did. One did. There were 5 interviews. I believe it was 5, and it was. I get so angry talking about it. And the same thing how I feel with the Alison Mack situation. The thing is, though, with Alison Mack, it's even more worse because she's a high-profile actor. And the thing is, there were other actors who went to their seminar as well,
they went
you were
to
saying.
the first seminar.
Yeah.
So it was under ESP originally. And found out through the Seduced documentary that, I feel like I should say it, but at the same time, probably not. The kind of slander and but some very high profile, like very high profile actors went to one of the seminars of ESP. Luckily, they didn't go through with it because they thought, "Fuck this, I'm out." Bullshit. But no, so pretty much, yeah. Alison Mack's been sentenced for 3 years for sex trafficking, and she wasn't sending them to people. She was only sex trafficking for Keith.
Keith Raniere, though, he has been sentenced to 128 years in prison. That is pretty much life imprisonment. He's going to die in prison.
Yeah.
I hope he does. I'm sorry if that sounds harsh and blunt, but what this man did was beyond the levels of disgust.
Yeah.
He hurt these girls.
I think it's safe to say that Alison will not be in the Smallville.
No, she will not be. Because, seriously, when you hear from Michael Rosenbaum how they just came into his house, started immediately pulling out pots and pans and started cooking, and he immediately told them, "Yo, get the fuck out. What are you guys doing? Get the fuck out." And one of the guys there almost turned violent, and Alison did nothing. Yeah, I don't think she's going to be in the Smallville animated series they're doing.
No.
And I hope she isn't. I really hope that Chloe is voiced by someone else. And you know what? I don't think fans are going to get mad at the fact that she's being voiced by someone else because they can understand.
Unless they don't know what's going on.
I hope they know what's going on. Yeah, and the thing is with that though, this has completely, utterly ruined Alison Mack's career. Yeah. Her entire career is all but dried up. She won't be able to get a job because, seriously, think about this. Do you really want to be associated with a woman that literally ran a sex cult?
That's the thing. India, luckily she got a job, but she was having trouble finding a job because why would somebody hire someone that was in a sex cult?
Yeah.
Why would they?
That's why it's really hard for people who do escape these type of lifestyles. They find it hard to live in the real world when they were living in this bubble. Yep. The same thing with the victims of Mark Davis. A lot of them just cannot even function outside of a normal life because they're terrified.
Your brain's been brainwashed and everything you've been believing for so long is wrong.
It is.
Yeah.
And it is sad. And it hurts because I really liked Alison Mack. I really like her as Chloe Sullivan.
I still
love
I
don't think I like her now.
I
still love the character
since we mentioned it on the show a couple of weeks ago. And I still love Chloe. And I still love Alison in that show, even though she was in NXIVM while filming the show.
Yeah, what season was that? It was season 4, I believe.
Season 4 she joined NXIVM. Yeah.
Did you notice, now that you're, what season are you up to now?
Season 5.
Yeah. Did you notice a change in the character when season 4 started filming around the time she joined?
No, not around season 5. I reckon a couple of years later. I reckon closer, maybe 8 or 9. Is when you'll really notice the impact on Allison's weight and everything. Only not digging her weight, but that was something that happened in the cult. She started to lose weight and everything, unhealthy. But yeah. Anyway,
you can see it. You can see it in her photos from when she was put into court. Just how unhealthy she looked. Yeah.
Anyway, let's get some happy news, hey?
Yes, let's get some happy news.
Well, I'm not sure if anyone has seen our Instagram or Facebook post from today.
We got a whole bunch of fucking Witcher news.
Well,
holy fuck!
Well, this is where we would like to announce we are doing a Witcher podcast starting on October 13th called Toss a Coin to Your Podcast. So, what will be happening with this show? Okay, on October 13th, we will be going over the first episode of The Witcher.
Season 1.
Season 1.
Of The Witcher.
Then, every week from there on in, we'll be reviewing an episode from there. Of course, we'll be talking about other Witcher stuff during that. But, it's the lead up to Season 2. And once Season 2 hits, we will be reviewing that as well. Now, I like last time each episode dropped, we won't be doing like an 8-hour long episode. But
no,
we will be doing it weekly, even though I will be watching it as soon as it drops. I'll be watching it all.
I'll probably binge it. Like, knowing me, depends if I have time. I'll probably watch like a few.
The lead up to it, we will rewatch that one episode so it's fresh in our heads, so we can review that episode.
Yeah.
Which now leads us into Season 2 trailer.
The trailer for it looks really good. It showed a lot of the other witches. It showed Carl Morhan, and it showed more of Ciri training. I'm excited for this season because it feels like it's going to be more action packed.
Oh yeah, I believe so 100%. Now at the end of the trailer, we got our release date. December
17th. December 17th is when it is finally going to be dropping.
This is my question. Is this Netflix going all in to fight Disney Plus? Because I reckon it's going to be around the same date that the Book of Boba drops.
Ooh, shit. I have to find out. I'll have to research when the Book of Boba Fett.
I don't think it's got a release date yet. I think it's just December.
Yeah. I think it was October.
I feel like it was December. I'm not sure. But
I'll double check that.
Not only did we get the trailer today, we got episode titles.
You got the episode titles? I didn't know that.
Yep.
You must have sent it to. Did you send it to me?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god, there's episode titles.
Alright, so we have 7 episode titles because they're keeping episode 8's title hidden.
Really? They might have to. That episode must have to do with the leaked photos that we saw.
Could be. I don't know.
Can't say what those leaked. I don't want to spoil it. Alright, go on. Read the titles.
Episode 1 is called A Grain of Truth. Episode 2, Kaer Morhen.
Yes.
Episode 3, What Is Lost. Episode 4, Redanian Intelligence. Episode 5, Turn Your Back. Episode 6, Dear Friend. Episode 7, Bolethmia. Episode 8, Top Secret.
You reckon it could be what I think it could be?
I reckon it's the Wild Hunt.
I reckon it's the Wild Hunt. It's gotta be. They're such a big, prominent part in Geralt's entire history.
Yep.
Because I don't think the Netflix version has actually met the Wild Hunt, or he has and he refused to talk about it.
I don't think he's met them yet. I reckon we will meet them. He will meet them in this season.
I also find it funny.
As old character, Vesemir.
Yes, Vesemir. Finally get to see Vesemir. I don't know who's playing him though, because everyone wanted Mark Hamill to play him.
Yeah, I can't remember who's been playing him. Let me just have another look.
I love the fact that we're talking about Witcher stuff, and I'm currently in the progress of downloading the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt right now.
But just before the show, I was playing Gwent.
I downloaded Gwent, so you got so I could have a go at it and play it.
So we actually got the reveal of the Vesemir actor.
Yeah, who is it? It's Mephisto.
It will be Kim Bodnia. Kim Bodnia. He's most known from as Contastin in Killing Eve. I can't pronounce his name. Bodnia is Danish, which isn't exactly Polish, but European. So he is known from Killing Eve.
Okay, cool. I've never really heard of Killing Eve.
But what I love. So, if anyone's wondering why we're getting all this news today, it's WitcherCon.
WitcherCon, which was an online convention, all based around The Witcher. And I haven't watched the actual 2-hour live stream yet. I've been seeing all the updates for it, but Techie's been keeping me updated as well. So if I don't know anything, I just asked Techie. I need to watch it though. I really need to watch it. I'm in the process of moving. If you can't tell, my background's very friggin' bare at the moment. Nothing's on my shelves because I'm moving house, so I haven't had really a lot of time. And when I do have time, I'm mainly just gaming and relaxing because I've been packing. Like, we just packed up our whole kitchen right now, so like I'm really tired. But that said, there are so many more awesome updates. They interviewed Henry. So they interviewed Henry Cavill.
We're getting an anime.
Yeah, it's called The Witcher: Nightmare of the Wolf. I shared about it on my Instagram at Talon Cosplay about the logo for it, and I really love the logo. And I love the fact that it's an animated series. I think it's a series. I think
it's an anime movie.
Movie?
Comes out August 23rd, 3 days before my birthday. Happy birthday to me.
And it's going to be about
Vesemir.
Yeah. It's going to be about Vesemir.
But it's not also just about Vesemir.
No, it's also about the first Witcher. The very first one.
We're seeing Kaer Morhen properly.
Yeah.
Before we see it run down and everything like that, we actually also get to see the humans taking charge against Kaer Morhen.
Yeah, because they talk about that, because Geralt talked about Kaer Morhen, because the humans didn't like the fact that they were witches. Yep. They don't like them because they're mutants, so of course they attack Kaer Morhen. You actually see more about that in The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, because the witches, they guard Kaer Morhen with their lives. It's their big secret because it's their fortress. It's the Witcher Fort.
Yep. Yeah, but the thing is, with this movie or show, I can't remember what it is, this is the first time, really, that we're seeing like the early days of...
Yeah, because we never see that before. You don't even see it in the Wild Hunt.
You don't really see it much in the books either.
No, this is the first time that they've ever done anything like this. And I'm glad because a lot of people want to know what happened at Kaer Morhen. Why did the humans attack? It can't just be prejudice. It can't just be prejudice of the witches. Someone or one of the witches did something so horrendous that the villagers decided, or humans decided, fuck it, we're going to attack the place and destroy it.
Yep. Dude, I cannot wait. It's like a month away, and we're getting so much Witcher content.
It's insane how much. Yeah, we're getting so much Witcher content.
Leads me to the next thing. Mm-hmm. If you are lucky and having a new generation console, you will be getting a free upgrade later this year for The Witcher 3, which also comes with some new DLC.
So, the DLC is going to be actually connected to the Netflix series, which I am very interested in because, as you can tell, I'm a huge fan of the freaking Netflix series. I wouldn't contemplate Geralt without it, for God's sake. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I wouldn't know about that. My Geralt wig is all the way up the back there. I need to brush him and fix it up. But that's that. So excited, man. Like, my excitement for this is unreal. Like, I cannot reiterate it enough. This series is going to be my life. And I love The Witcher so much. And the thing is, I never used to be heavily into it until the Netflix series. And then, once I finished watching the Netflix series, I started doing more research into the series, including getting The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
See, I really liked the game.
A lot of people did.
But the same as you, I didn't fall in love with it until the series. And as soon as I watched the series, I bought all the books.
Well, the thing is, a lot of people, even the author said that when the series came out, book sales for The Last Wish flew up by a margin.
Yeah.
They were insanely, bookstores were running out because everyone wanted to read the book. Hell, I want to read the book.
Yeah.
So they released new versions of them, of new hardback editions with the lead characters on the front of the cover for the Netflix series.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to read Last Wish.
So I'm assuming we might be getting some ray tracing.
I am freaking assuming we will be getting ray tracing, and the fact is, if it's going to be a PS5 new version of it, it's actually going to work fucking amazingly with the feedback in the controller for the PS5.
So it is expected to be a visually and technical enhanced version for PC and PS5 and Xbox Series X. This includes ray tracing and faster loading times across the base game and all of its expansions. It will be offered as a standalone purchase for those who don't own it already.
They get you a free upgrade.
As a free upgrade to anyone who owns the game on current generation consoles or PC.
Technically, that would be me.
Yep.
Because I actually have the game.
Yep.
I'm just downloading it right now. But unfortunately, I don't have a PS5.
No, so I'm wondering if you'll be still able to get that DLC for like the Netflix stuff and everything.
I honestly think that they will, because again, PS4s are still an operating service because again, it's one of the biggest freaking consoles at the moment. I don't think they'll shut down PS4 yet, not for a while. Oh my, wait, no way. Speaking of Witcher 3, it's ready for use. Just gonna click on it for a second. Hold on. But honestly, I'm just excited, man. Geralt is getting the love he deserves, and also you've got the perfect actor to portray him. Henry Cavill, man.
Yeah.
We're going to be seeing more of Vesemir. We're going to see more of the Witcher. We're going to be seeing Ciri transform into the Witcher that we know she's going to be, because we know how, seriously, everyone knows how powerful Ciri becomes. She literally becomes the first ever female Witcher.
Yeah.
I believe she's the first one.
I believe she is.
And also, she's insanely powerful, like, beyond the limits of insanity of how powerful she is.
Yeah.
And we're actually going to see more of that in this series. Like, I loved in the trailer when she's just like, I feel like I could burn the whole world down. Did you see that look of fear in Geralt's face?
Yep.
He knows she can.
Yep. Now, we also got some photos.
We got photos?
Well, we got a photo of one character that you shared with me earlier.
Oh, yeah.
The skier.
Jaskier. You said Jaskier.
Jaskier.
Jaskier. Yes. I shared it on my personal Facebook page. And, he looks so good. Why did Geralt get rid of him? He looks amazing. I love the fact he's wearing like a really cool leather jacket. He's just wearing a silly friggin' hat.
Yeah.
Just yes, give me more of my favorite loot boy. Come on.
Now,
you
should definitely watch it because he has a little interview as well in the WitcherCon. And he's like unboxing some fan mail stuff and answering some questions, and then he's like going on about, oh, this is nice. Oh, I can't exactly explain that, all that stuff. Oh, except this picture's got like some stick figures, and then it says from Henry.
From Henry.
So it was Henry Cavill that sent him the drawing. And at the end of the interview, he's like, I think I might go burn this now.
Burn this. I need to. Can you send me that interview, please? Is that part of WitcherCon?
Yeah, it's part of WitcherCon, yeah.
Okay, so it's part of WitcherCon. I'm really gonna have to go watch that. Man.
Do it, dude.
Oh man, I'm excited, man. Dude, you've got me all giddy. You've got me all happy. I really needed that. I'm just excited for all the Witcher stuff, man. It's gonna be freaking amazing.
Oh, me too. So, if you liked what you heard here for, Witcher talk and everything like that, please come join our show on October 13th.
But toss a coin to your podcast. I really can't sing. All right, then.
All right. I
Mr.
think
Techie?
we should take a break.
Yeah, we're going to take a break. We hope you guys have enjoyed our lovely little podcast here. Make sure you consider subscribing to all of our social media channels as well. And yeah, we'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes.
Yep. We'll see you soon, guys.
Okay.
All right. See you soon.
See you soon.
And we are back.
Hello, welcome back.
Welcome back, indeed. All right. I'm gonna start with something that's not on our show notes. Monsters University dropped this week.
Monster University?
Not the Monsters Incorporated. Monsters at
Yeah,
Work.
the Monsters at Work. I was going to say, Monster University came out years ago, Techie. Get with the time.
I actually haven't watched it.
I actually haven't. What? You actually haven't watched Monster University?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, neither did I. Yeah, I haven't watched it.
I wanted the
far,
sequel,
so.
and this show is the sequel that we deserve. Kind of. Have you watched it yet?
I actually have not watched Monsters at Work yet.
It's pretty good. 2 episodes have dropped so far.
That's pretty good. So they're doing weekly episodes, kind of like what Loki's doing?
Yeah, I think we'll be dropping every Wednesday as well.
I'm going to finish watching Loki first before I jump into the new series.
That's fair. I mean, this show, it's only like 20-minute episodes.
Which is fine, but I like doing, series by series. I did it with Witcher, I did it with WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, and with Loki.
That's fair. I mean, look, so Mike and Sully are in this, but they're not in it as much as you think they are.
Say no more. Leave it. No spoilers.
It's technically I could.
Or I don't want spoilers, so no spoilers.
But it's following a different character, so it's following his story.
Yeah, so it's following. I know there's a new character in it, and I know about that. But other than that, not really my other details.
Yeah.
No, I definitely need to check that out. I love Monsters Inc. It's one of my favorite Disney movies. It's one of my favorite Pixar movies.
Yeah.
It's just it makes you, makes you fall in love with monsters. How they shouldn't. And I love the fact it changed the whole mythology of all monsters are terrifying. No, not all monsters are terrifying. And also, just loved how it's Billy Crystal and John Goodman as Sully and Mike, and two big giant A-listers decided to come back for a series to voice the character. Yeah, voice characters.
Yeah, but then again, that's the beauty of Disney and this new streaming platform that they've got. Really,
but I think it's actually working and making them so much money.
Oh, yeah,
big time. Without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, big time.
Also, I've just seen this now. For anyone that was interested in that liked Gossip Girl, the reboot is now streaming on HBO Max. Fortunately, we don't have it here in haven't got.
It's on binge. It's on binge.
But check binge. Yeah, it might be on there. Unless you.
My sister is currently in the process of watching it. She says it's not good.
Not good?
She loves the original. She's seen the original countless amounts of times. And she says it's not really good because it's literally just... It's like with that Craft sequel that they did last year. When they rebooted, when they did a sequel for The Craft.
Oh, yeah.
It's like that. It's just... It feels terrible, and I'm just not a fan.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm also seeing here too, Sex and the City sequels. It's a series.
Yeah, it's a series.
We got its first look revealed by HBO Max today too, as well.
What is it with companies and that just doing all these reboots for series that have already happened?
I don't know, but I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it.
Can you imagine if they do it for Seinfeld?
I don't think they will.
Yeah, Seinfeld's too much of a good series to even try to reboot.
I mean, we're getting Frasier.
Yeah, we're getting Frasier as well, but I don't think they'll ever touch Seinfeld. Seinfeld's perfect. Also, if they did it with that Jerry Seinfeld, it would make no sense.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be the same.
You wouldn't be. Also, could not do it without friggin' George Alexander and
Jason Alexander.
Why did I say George Alexander? Leave me alone, Jason Alexander. You can't do it without Dreyfuss in it as well.
No. Now, now that you've mentioned Seinfeld, I'm gonna mention it on the show. You can now pre-order Seinfeld Lego of Jerry's apartment with the full main cast.
And let me guess, you've already pre-ordered it, haven't you?
I haven't pre-ordered it yet, but I have every intention to.
I know you do, because you want to literally add it into your inventory, into your studio room.
Yes, I do.
I know the feeling. That's how I feel like there is one set that I really want to get. I want to get the Simpsons one.
Yeah, I
really want to get it, but I know for a fact how fucking expensive it is.
Now,
it's Lego, and it literally wants to hurt your wallet. It wants to murder it.
The Seinfeld one's only $89, but I think that might be USD.
And say hello to our tax here. I really don't like GST. Ridiculous, and it annoys the hell out of me. Especially when you have to especially when one delivery here.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a whole lot of discussion on why we hate our tax and why we hate our postal stuff and our tax here in this country. Let's move on.
All right. This I didn't expect to wake up to the other morning. Getting a new Switch.
Yes. So the Switch OLED, that's the actual official name, is based on the because it has a brand new type of screen and that it's got a brand new look. But unfortunately, it is not a Switch Pro. It's still going to run the same games at a standard rate. It's not going to be a Switch Pro. It's not that, very sadly. So actually, some people were actually pretty disappointed with it.
Yeah,
I personally am thinking about getting one because, again, I wouldn't mind getting a new Switch. I mean, I already have a Switch Lite, but I've always wanted to get a Switch that can connect up to my TV. But at the same time, though, consoles for me, I'm happy with my PS4 and I'm happy with my Switch. And eventually, I do want to get a PS5. But if a new Switch Pro actually drops, then yes, I will invest some money into it. Till then, I'm gonna wait.
Look, I really like this because I feel like this is going to be the only cheapest option to get an OLED screen.
Yeah.
In my wallet.
Mm-hmm.
But let's go over some of the specs here.
Mm.
It's now a 7-inch OLED screen.
So it's bigger than the original screens on any other Switch.
The dock looks beautiful. I love the new design of the dock.
Yeah, so the original dock design, a lot of people complain about it because it used to scratch the fuck out of your screen.
It did that, but it looks very dated.
Yeah.
Looks cheap. Whereas this new dock looks beautiful and sleek. It's rounded. It's got rounded edges instead. It's also got an Ethernet port now added to it as well.
So you can actually connect it up via Ethernet cable.
Yep. Plus the kickstand fix.
You were so happy about that kickstand, dude. Like, literally, it was just like, when I was talking to you about, I was just like, it's not the Switch Pro. It's like, yeah, but it's got next best thing, a decent freaking kickstand.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
the kickstand is shit. It's so fucking tiny and the thinnest piece of flimsy plastic. Whereas this takes up half the back of your Switch.
Like, this is Switch Lite. The Switch Lite does not actually have a kickstand at all because it's designed to be portable. Which reminds me, I really need to start playing this more.
Okay.
No, I need to charge it up.
The kickstand now takes up half the back of the Switch, and it adjusts beautifully, and it's got a different wider angle on it because it takes up the whole half of it instead of this little piece right on the bottom.
I know you did not like that.
No. It's the only thing I do not like about the Switch. But yeah, so that's coming out October 23rd, wasn't it? Or October 18th?
I think it's either one of those dates that it's coming out. Either in October, which, again, I'm all for because, well, do you blame me though? I love the Witcher series because you've got the Witcher going here. I love the Switch, man. It's literally Nintendo's probably one of the best things they've ever made. Next to the Nintendo 64. I wasn't a big fan of the Nintendo Wii or the Wii U. But I think this is the best console they've done to date, and it shows.
I like the Wii and the Wii U because it was different. You know, it was changing the game, really, of wireless and motion controllers.
Yeah.
And it's coming out October 8th. In Australia, it will cost $540.
Oh, that's expensive.
Yes, because you're paying for the OLED screen, really.
Yeah, you're paying for the OLED screen, which I know for a fact
that's the biggest.
Quite possible. It's the biggest selling point. Also, it's literally the most highest quality of a screen you can get to date now, isn't it?
Yeah.
OLED is literally the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move over to the next topic.
Okay.
The Last of Us has entered production.
Yeah, so freaking Pedro Pascal, Gabriel Luna, Bella Ramsey. I think it was on Gabriel Luna's Instagram. They posted a photo admitting that they've started production for the show. It is going to be, we also know how many episodes is going to be in production. It is 10 episodes are going to be in production.
Yep. How do you feel about the 10 episodes?
I think it's a great idea. 10 episodes, it's a good amount of episodes to give a really good story. I'm excited for it because, as you know, I'm a huge Last of Us fan. I have my gripes with part 2 that I've already discussed about before, but I love the first game so much.
And you know what? I think it's the same gripes that everyone has.
Yeah. I will admit, though, the gameplay for part 2 was great, but I just think the story was not very, very strong, in my opinion. Welcome to the internet. But in saying that, though, I'm excited for this because you have 3 amazing actors. You have Pedro Pascal, the Mandalorian himself. You have Gabriel Luna, who was freaking Ghost Rider in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. You also have Bella Ramsey. She was in Game of Thrones. Also, so was Pedro Pascal.
Yep.
Gabriel Luna wasn't, though, but Gabriel Luna's got some good reputation. He also was in Terminator Dark Fate as well. But most notably, I love him for Ghost Rider because he really brought Ghost Rider to life for me. Now, do I think that 10 episodes is going to be too short? No, because you can really tell a good story in 10 episodes. If The Witcher can do it in just 8 episodes, I think that Last of Us can do it. Also, wasn't WandaVision like 10 to 13 episodes?
10 episodes as well.
10 episodes, yeah. Yeah, WandaVision was 10, and Loki will be 10 as well.
No, isn't it 6?
It is too. Yes, yeah, it's 6 episodes.
Yeah, we're up to the final episode next week.
Oh man, can Wednesday hurry up, please? Yeah, but no. In saying that though, it's going to be really good. I'd love to know where they're filming it because again, you have to have that apocalyptic look for cities and that. I really hope. Like, we haven't even seen what the infected are going to be like. They're probably going to be. I'm even terrified knowing that they're going to have clickers in this.
I'm surprised that we haven't had photos of what he looks like.
I'm interested to see how they. Yeah, I'm interested to see how they do it. Like, I haven't seen him any of the checkered shirts he's going to wear. Trust me, I know what Joel's wears. I've cosplayed as Joel. I know the character. I need to know exactly what's going to be happening, so I'm going to be keeping myself very, very...
a close eye on it.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Oh, goodness. I honestly will love this series because I love the actors that they've chosen to play some of my favorite... 3 of my favorite characters.
I'm very interested to see what they're going to do with it. I do like that it's 10 episodes. I feel like that they should take part of what the Mandalorian's doing. Not because
chapters.
Not because of Pedro, but do it as chapters.
Yeah.
Each episode is a chapter to the story.
Yeah, each episode is a chapter to the story, and it shows that the series is, it shows.
It'll just show it progressing over time. That way you can do it over 10 episodes. And I reckon even at the end of the 10th episode, it's not gonna be the big finale that we know at the end of season 1. Sorry, of the first game. I feel like this is gonna be a show that's gonna last for years, if anything.
Yeah, it's gonna last. Yeah, it'll be a series.
Not as long as
that
The
will
Witcher.
last for years.
As far as I'm aware, The Witcher's got plans for 7 seasons. So,
which is I'm all for.
Yep.
Please give me more. Give me more Witcher, and give me more Last of Us when they do film it. I just hope it's good. That's all I want. I want it to be a story that can. It needs to be with The Last of Us. It needs to suck me in the first 5 minutes on the first episode. The Witcher did that perfectly with the opening part, where you literally see Geralt doing what he does best, killing a monster.
Oh, dude, I loved that. It's
Same.
still
That
my
was
favorite thing in that
that was
series is that
it
opening.
was such a good opening. I loved it to death.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. Next thing. I'm gonna jumble it up here.
mhm.
We're getting the Star Wars anime this year. Is it this year or next year?
Let me check when Star Wars Visions is coming along. Hold on a second. Star Wars. No, Star Wars Visions. Star Wars Visions is an upcoming Japanese anime anthology series created for the American streaming service Disney Plus. Scheduled to release September 22nd, 2021.
There we go.
2 months. So, what we have so far with it, according to Star Wars.fandom.com on their wiki, so official description, so we actually have the episode titles.
Do we?
I'll read them out for you.
I didn't know we had
Yeah,
episode titles.
Yeah, we have episode titles here. So the first title, the first one is called The Duel. It's being created by the production company Kamikaze Duge. The next one is called Lop and Oko. It's done by Geno Studio. The next one is called Tatooine Rhapsody by Studio Colorado.
Do you think Galileo will show up?
Pardon?
Do you think Galileo will show up?
Oh my god, I hope so. The next one is called...
Oh, come on, did you not get that joke?
Yeah, I know, I got your damn joke, goddamn queen. Galileo. Anyway, so the next one is being done by the same production company. It's called The Twins and The Elder. That's done by a production company called Trigger.
That one sounds
the next
very
one,
interesting.
Mm-hmm. The next one is called The Village. The next one is called the. It's not called Give Me a Second. It's called. Let me find my. Where did I put my? The one time that I'm supposed to have productions like equipment and everything. Oh wait, okay, now it works. So the next one is called The Village Bride. It's created by Kinema Citrus.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly think that might be a take on The Princess Bride. I think.
Yeah.
It sounds like it. The next one, and this one might interest you. It's called Akakira. It's done by Science Saru. So is the same one. It's called TOB1, and the last one, which is the last episode, it's called The Ninth Jedi by Production IG. So I'm interested to see, of course, the Duel, Twins, and the Elder, but also I'm interested to see Akakira and The Ninth Jedi.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, it presenting an all-new creative takes on the galaxy far, far away. Star Wars Visions will also be a series of animated short films celebrating Star Wars through the lens of world's best anime creators. The anthology collection will bring 10 fantastic visions from several of the leading Japanese anime studios, offering a fresh and diverse cultural perspective to Star Wars. So, there is a 10th one, but it's not showing on the list. I wonder if it's 10 episodes, what episodes are they? Now, again, that comes out in September. I am excited for it. I'm checking. I really, really hope that someone actually asked the question, will Star Wars Visions be canon? I hope it's canon. I really do hope it's canon.
As far as I'm aware, as Disney have said, everything that comes out from now was canon, so...
Uh-oh. Just realized something. Isn't there like a Lego Star Wars holiday special they're doing?
Yes.
That being done by Disney?
Yes.
Oh no. Oh god. Meaning they made Star Wars the holiday special, the Christmas special canon. No!
No, not that one. Not that one.
Do not speak of that one. Harrison Ford will crash into your house right now and kill you if you speak of this. And Carrie Fisher will rise from her grave and strangle you.
I feel like we should do that for part of the rip.
Oh boy, that means I'm going to have to watch the holiday special.
Yeah, it does. Here it goes.
That is torture! That is even worse than Dragon Ball Evolution. You know how much I hate Dragon Ball Evolution.
I do. Also, if you guys haven't seen it already, on Amazon Prime, Chris Pratt's got a new movie called The Tomorrow War. Well, The Tomorrow War 2 is already in development, and Chris Pratt will return
as Star-Lord. Kidding.
Star.
Hey, I wouldn't put it past him if you could try to make a cameo for Star-Lord in there, like breaking out a friggin' dance.
That'll be cool. It'll be a good nod. It'll be a very good nod. Now, we're going to do something that we don't normally do on our show.
We're going to self-destruct right now. Techie, begin the countdown.
I'll begin the countdown. You ready? We're going to talk about Loki. Alright, so here you go, guys. This is a new intro for our Disney Plus show. I hope you enjoy it.
Alright. We've got our Facebook thing in front of us so I can watch it, so play it!
I am Loki of Asgard, and I am filled with glorious purpose. Also, welcome to the Techie and Talon show, Disney's recap show of me, of my show, Loki.
All right. I hope you liked that new intro.
So you're wondering how do we get the voice of Loki? Well, it was me. Hello. We couldn't actually get Tom Hiddleston because, oh man, if we could get Tom Hiddleston to do a voice for us, that'd be amazing.
He wouldn't just be doing the voice. We'll be having a full-on interview.
We'd be having a full-on freaking interview with him, be like, so tell me about your life. How was it? So, yes, this is now our Loki recap show. This is our new banner for it. We need to go over last week's episode and the episode after that. But in saying that, though, how good is this series? This series is amazing.
This series is really good. I know you said it before that this is possibly one of the best series you've ever watched.
It's one of my favorite series next to WandaVision. I personally will put this above WandaVision now because I just love it.
I still disagree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I still believe that WandaVision is still far superior for me.
Plus, there are other Marvel series coming as well.
Yes, What If? I forgot about What If.
What If? And also we got the Hawkeye series coming as well.
That's true. That's true. So for me, it goes WandaVision, Loki, Falcon, and the Winter Soldier at the moment.
Yeah. And we're going to see with the What If one, because I really like that. It's doing a different takes on Marvel's famous like heroes like Star-Lord and Iron Man and Captain America and Iron Man. And the one thing I really love most about it is, one part I'm most hyped for it is the Star-Lord stuff. Instead of Peter Quill, it's
Chadwick.
It's Chadwick. It's T'Challa as Star-Lord. And this was his last role he ever did. He ever voiced before he passed away. So I feel like this is a great way to honor that character and, make him just
different.
Sorry. It gets really hard to talk about Chadwick Boseman because he was so young. And he's the first ever guy alongside, Wesley Snipes and that to do to bring one of Marvel's most famous characters to life. Yeah, I love the Black Panther movie. It's one of my favorite Marvel movies. And it's because of Boseman, because of Chadwick, that's why.
Yeah.
Loki is turning into one of those series that I never thought I would like, and now I freaking love it. I love Loki so much. especially after last week's episode. Richard E. Grant was in this, and he played classic Loki. He played wearing his classic comic book costume. The fucking bright colors, the huge horns, that classic costume, and my God, he played it brilliantly. He is now by far one of my favorite versions of Loki. Richard E. Grant brought that version of Loki to life, and it showed how ridiculously powerful Loki is. If you take away his knives, take away all his daggers and his weapons, and you literally make him what the god of mischief is supposed to be, a master illusionist, a master trickster. I mean, okay, the episode's been out now for a week, so we can talk about it. Holy fuck, that Loki was so powerful, he cast a whole goddamn protection of Asgard.
Right? But look, he's cool and everything, right? He's cool.
I know who you're going to talk about.
But, dude, fucking alligator Loki.
We now have there is a Loki that is an alligator. And I love it. I'm all for it. Because I love what he does to President Loki. Bites his hand off.
And it's not just that, but the attitude that he had too. When they were all sitting down, around having a drink. Did you also notice that the kid Loki was also just, the others are drinking alcohol. He's drinking a juice box.
Yeah, I did notice that. I was like, hang on, kid Loki's drinking a juice box. How good this series? Like, it's like that whole void is just full of Lokis. All of them are Lokis. All of them were. Especially when especially when our Loki is climbing up out of the hatch. All those Lokis that are surrounding President Loki,
yeah,
they're all Lokis. Every single one of them is different versions of him.
Yep. I do. I did love this episode.
This is a really good episode.
Yeah.
It showed a lot of the character. It showed. I really loved as well. It pulls my heartstrings. Is when Loki gives Mobius a hug.
Yes.
It's like, thank you, friend. And it wasn't a joke, it wasn't an illusion, it wasn't a trick. He genuinely said, thank you, friend.
Did you at one point, though, think he was going to stab him?
No. Not a shadow of a doubt.
I know why I did. Because they kind of set that up in the first episode.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, they did. But
with the whole stabbing and everything like that. They set that up, and then and then he went in for the hug. I was expecting him to be stabbed.
But I think this version of Loki he's grown. And not only because of that, but he's also helped Sylvie grow as well. Sylvie has actually helped him grow as a character and just as a person. Because again, he doesn't remember what he said in the first episode? He doesn't want to hurt anybody. He doesn't want to hurt anybody. He doesn't want to do that. He wants to help people. He wants to be there for people. He doesn't want to be alone. I mean, look what happened with classic Loki. After everything he did, after he had done everything, he left. He completely went off the radar and was left alone. He wanted to be left alone. But then when he wanted to see his brother, and the TVA took him. And they pruned him. And I honestly, I swear to God, if it's another Loki, I'm going to lose my mind. I want it to be a Marvel big villain. I want it to be a villain that we have not seen yet. I think you know who I want it to be.
Mephisto.
I hate you already. No. I want it to be Kang the Conqueror. I really do. They have teased him so much.
Exactly.
They teased him with the timekeepers who are fake. They teased him in the statues and the posters we've seen.
Yeah, how did you feel about them pulling a Snoke on us?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I actually much appreciated that one compared to The Last Jedi. Because, again, he wasn't built up. Kind of like, they were built up, but they weren't shown until this episode. And then it turns out they were fake. And they were like, they're fucking robots. Meaning that whoever's behind the TVA is in that fortress where Loki and Sylvie have gone. Now, whether or not if it's another Loki or if it's Kang. If it's Kang the Conqueror, oh boy, that is going to be not just bad for Loki and Sylvie, but also bad for the universe, because Kang is not someone that you want to fuck with. This guy literally beats the Avengers. But again, oh, I think I've lost you, Techie. I think you're frozen.
No, I'm all good. I'm just sitting still.
It says you're frozen on my end.
Really?
Yeah, you're frozen on my end, my dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're kind of just frozen there, like you just can't move at all.
Huh.
Oh
well,
no.
We're going fine here too, so it's being recorded from my screen, so
okay, that's good.
We should be right.
We should be good.
As long as you can hear me,
I can hear you easily.
Hear you, we're good.
Alright, before everyone else, we're actually running a brand new system compared to our old system. So basically, the wonderful Techie, as now we're running on a, what is it called again?
OBS.
OBS. So that is a brand new system that we're running on, and that's why we've got this fancy new with the Loki recap show with our banner. So we've got a whole brand new fancy intro on that because of this new system we're running. Really hope everybody likes it. But yeah, I'm excited for final episode of Loki. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. I really wish it was Wednesday right now.
You see the Thanos copter?
Did I not? It was the first thing I pointed out. I was just sitting there and walking by, like, I looked out, I'm like, oh my god, it's the Thanos copter. My favorite fucking Easter egg of all time. I don't give a damn. I've always said that, hey, the sword in Endgame kind of looks like they took a piece of the Thanos copter. I was like, I want Thanos to arrive in a helicopter, because in the original comics, he tries to escape in that said helicopter, it crashes, and he gets arrested by the cops. The Mad Titan himself gets arrested by the police. The guy that wields the Infinity Gauntlet gets arrested by cops. Can you imagine they try to do that in Infinity War? He just comes to Earth and he tries to use the Infinity Gauntlet, but the TVA just come and arrest him, and just he tries to use it in the side. He's just like, what? I'm sorry. I just love the fact that in the original comics, Marvel decided to make Thanos get arrested by the police. Throw him in fucking jail. He's a fucking alien. Oh well, he can go on with the regular inmates. What can he do? Oh my god! But yeah, that was my funniest friggin' Easter egg ever.
I think the thing though is that when they were having that sit down meeting type thing, they were all shit scared of Thanos. They were all shit scared of him.
Every single one of them, because every single one of them have run into that version, run into Thanos.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of them. Even Classic Loki talked about it. But Classic Loki did the one thing that none of us did. He casted such a perfect projection of himself that even Thanos believed it. The Mad Titan thought it was real. I love the fact that when Kid Loki says, he's just like, hang on, why are you here? He's like, because I killed my brother.
Mm.
I was just like, oh shit! That must mean that Kid Loki must have killed his baby, must have killed Thor when he was a child.
Mm. Now, the other thing, is we got Tiny Thor cameo.
Yeah, we got the fucking frog Thor.
What did you think of that?
I can't believe they've actually done the frog version of Thor. Literally, Throg. I think that's his name. Throg. Throg the Mighty. I can't remember his name. I need to research one here. Oh, I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't know who it is, but I was wondering, they wouldn't have gotten Chris to come do that little thing, would he?
I mean, it's Marvel, and he's still tied on. He's contract obligated to.
Yeah, but would you want to waste that, like, a movie scene for a part of his contract on that, though?
Come on. This is Marvel we're talking about.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I just think
I mean, you've already got an A-list actor on there already. You got freaking Tom Hiddleston. You got Owen Wilson.
Yeah, but that's the difference, though. Like, they're not wasting their contract on that. This is for like 5 seconds.
Why not? I would have done it. It's a quick paycheck for him.
It is a quick paycheck, but it's more of like contract-wise. You go, all right, you've got this amount of numbers of stuff that you're going to be in. Why would you want to waste it on just that small little thing?
As a good nod to the fans, because Chris loves his fans.
That's true. That's true.
Why are we even arguing about this? He would do it. He loves Thor. I mean, for God's sake, didn't he want in Ragnarok to have his own hair?
Yeah.
He wanted to cut the hair off because he was sick and tired of wearing the wig.
Yeah. I don't blame
And then with Love and Thunder, he literally, that's his hair. It's not a wig. He grew his hair out.
Yeah.
And I just love the fact that when we saw that ending, when he posted the end of production shot, he wasn't some tiny little Thor. Yeah, no, he was a beast. He was bigger in... He's bigger in Love and Thunder than he was in any of the other films, especially with Ragnarok.
Yeah.
This is the biggest he's ever seen. He had worked out so much. It's just as crazy as with Chris Evans, or even Sebastian Stan, or even fucking Anthony Mackie. Mackie literally worked his fucking ass off to get fit for the role for Captain America.
We are forgetting about Natalie Portman for this movie.
Holy fuck yeah! Natalie Portman's in this, and she's playing Thor. And I don't like to call it Lady Thor or Female Thor. It's Thor.
But she is called Lady Thor, isn't she?
No.
I thought in the comics she was called Lady Thor.
No.
Just like in the comics, she was called. There was one called Lady Loki. Like Sylvie was called
Lady
Loki.
Yeah. But this is Thor. This is really Thor. It's not Lady Thor. It's Thor. The comic book creator came out and said it's Thor. It is Thor because there's no other different cut. There's no other gender in that. The hammer is Thor's hammer. So Thor is Thor. And Jane Foster is Jane Foster.
Saying that though, Lisa Simpson's also Thor.
Yeah, all right, I believe that. Yeah, I believe that. Was that which episode was The Simpsons of that one?
It's in the new short that came out. With
Loki.
Yeah. The one I told you to watch last night, but you were on your way to LARP.
I was on my way to LARP. I need to really watch that. Is it on Disney Plus?
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I'll have to check that. I really need to watch that short. Oh.
It's really good. It's really funny. It goes by really quick though. All right,
let's move on.
We've got one final topic for the night, and it is Lord of the Rings Golem. Got a gameplay trailer, didn't we?
Yeah, we did get a gameplay trailer, and I'm actually interested. So it is a stealth action game, and it takes place. You are playing as Golem, and you're actually seeing new locations in the Lord of the Rings mythos that you would never really see. Now, it isn't based on the movie. It is actually based on the book.
Okay.
But you see, so the characters are in it so far. Is Mouth of Sauron is in this film. Gandalf is in this movie. Is in this game as well. Did I say in this game as well? And Legolas's father, Thranduil, is also in this game as well. And their designs are fucking gorgeous, man. They really are. The Mouth of Sauron looks goddamn terrifying. You actually see what he looks like. Thranduil looks gorgeous, and freaking Gandalf looks freaking badass. I really need to send that picture of Thranduil to my good friend Casey. They're working on they're making a Thranduil costume, and I think they would love to see this version.
Okay.
His crown is huge. It's bigger than the one in The Hobbit.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. Now, of course, we don't see any hobbits, not as far as we know. But see, the thing is, you're playing Golem. It's not like a heavy action game, kind of like with with the Shadow of Mordor series. So you have to scurry your way around. You have to use your smarts. You have to use stealth. You have to.
So in other words, it's pretty much a Golem version of what I'm playing at the moment. Plague Tale.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Is you have all of Golem's like tricks and stuff like that, all the stuff you can do. Now, I don't know if he has the ring. We do not know if he actually has the one ring. I don't know that. I don't think he does, because if it's saying that's happening between the story of the Fellowship and that, then obviously it Frodo would have the ring. But again, we don't know. We're still waiting on details on that, but the game looks really good. It's coming out for I think it's coming out for PS5, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and for PC. I think coming out for Switch as well. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, have a look.
Yeah, it looks like a really good game, and I honestly really want to play it because I love Shadow of Mordor. It's actually a really good action game, and also I really love Shadow of War.
It's coming to PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, Xbox Series X and S, and Microsoft Windows.
Yep, as I suspected. So it's coming out for all consoles, both current gen and last generation, because current gen is actually now PS5 and last gen is PS4, which is sad because my PS4 is sitting right here and I don't want to make it upset.
So it's coming out. It was supposed to be in January 20. It was supposed to originally be out this year, but it's been pushed to next year, and now it will be late 20.
Which is the same sad news for God of War.
Yeah.
God of War Ragnarok, which was also delayed to next year as well.
I mean, COVID hit the gaming industry hard because they can't work on stuff at home.
Nah, it's hard to. It really is hard. You know, COVID's hit a lot of other countries a bit more severely than what hit Australia. I mean, yes, really sadly, what's happening in New South Wales right now, especially there's a huge outbreak there. It's very, very sad. But also think about this in other countries, especially India and all other countries around the world. We're fucking lucky.
We're very lucky.
We're very lucky.
Very lucky.
In saying that, though, guys, we have reached the end of our show. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Techie, let's do our lovely little reminders for people where they can find us. Take it away.
All right, let me get there. You can go and subscribe to us on our YouTube channel at the Techie and Talon Show. Yep. You can also follow us on Facebook at the Techie and Talon Show, which this also is streaming live on.
And now, hello.
Also go to our Spotify at the Techie and Talon Show.
A great way to listen to us on the move.
Exactly.
And now,
also on our Instagram, we've been posting a lot more in there recently, haven't we?
And I've been tagging our account on my cosplay page to help boost us up as well. But yes, go. Come check us out on Instagram on the Techie and Talon Show. We post all updates for our shows and that when we go live. And yeah, also fun times.
Also go follow our Twitter here at Talon_show, which is your show on Twitter.
Hello. I don't really run a show on Twitter, but it's a running joke.
Also, we are on Twitch.
Where we're streaming right now.
Show, which we are streaming right now on as well. I've been doing, I've still done a couple of games on there.
Have you played more? Have you played more of Republic Commando?
No, I haven't.
You've ignored it. I remember when the game came out, you were so excited for it. You played like a few parts of it, and you haven't picked it up since.
No, I haven't. It's purely because I've had so much shit going on.
Yeah, you've been busy. Life's been hitting you, and life's been hitting me with a ton of bricks as well, so I know the feeling.
Yeah, so I've only just recently started playing some games again. I've been playing A Plague's Tale: Innocence, which is the PS5 game for this month. I'm loving it. I didn't think I would. At the beginning, I was like, oh, this is a bit boring. But
I really need to check the PS5 games for PS Plus this month.
I've really
dove
into the game a lot. It's really good. I really like it. But after Witcher news today, I went back and started playing some Witcher 3, which...
Yeah, I just downloaded it and I'm starting to play it right now.
You're gearing up for it
now. Okay, so here are the PS4 games for this month. WWE 2K Battleground. And Black Ops 4, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, PlayStation Plus edition. These titles don't interest me, and I don't like WWE games because, let's be honest, WWE 2K20. Oh God. If you want to see one of the worst games of 2020, play WWE 2K. Oh, no. At least with Cyberpunk, the developers are actually paying attention to it. WWE 2K20, Jesus, it suffered a Y2K glitch.
Shit.
Meaning, once it hit 2020 officially, the game stopped running. They patched it up, of course, but the damage has been done. If you wanted to see what your characters look like when they glitch all over the ring, watch play WWE 2K20. And he's saying that though? Yeah, absolutely awful. All right then, guys. Well then, we hope you enjoyed our show.
Exactly, and we will see you probably in 2 weeks.
Going to be, about 2 weeks, because I need to, this is the only time this week I'm able to get our show in, so this is why we did a mix of our announcements for our Toss a Coin to Your podcast, and also we did our Loki recap show. And for the next 2 weeks, I won't be able to come on because, again, I'm moving.
What's your Thursday night like next week?
Good question. Probably we'll figure something out. We'll figure something out and we will let you guys know.
Only reason why, because it is Loki's last show this week.
Yes, it is true.
We should cover it.
We should.
So
and we will.
Keep an eye on. We'll let you know what's going on with that. If we do go live on Thursday. If not, it will be in 2 weeks' time. Once Talon's all settled into his new house and everything.
I'm excited for
I'm excited for you.
Yeah, man, it's going to be good. All right, guys. Saying that, yeah.
Techie out.
Talon out.
Bye, guys.